guys, it's Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys all about my tattoos, and thank you so much to RVS for suggesting this video. I really appreciate it when you guys let me know what you'd like to see on my channel, because sometimes I'd be like out of ideas and stuff, you know. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Nothing more annoying than a super long intro. So I guess we'll go in order of like piece of hair. So I guess we'll go in order of when I got each tattoo. So my very first tattoo is on my rib here, and it says, "I loved you at your darkest," and I got that when I turned 18, actually on my birthday. And the meaning behind that was, as you guys know, or if you're new to this channel, like I went through a pretty rough period when I was like maybe 16 to like 18, and then moving out, and of course like moving on. But I had like a pretty rough home life and dealing with mental health issues and stuff. So this was just a reminder to me that even through everything, I still had my faith, and I still believed in God. And I wouldn't say that I'm like a super religious person. There's definitely some aspects of religion that, you know, I don't agree with, but I would say that throughout everything, going to church or not, I do believe in God, and I do believe in something bigger than me watching out for me. And I don't know, it was just a reminder to me that even when I hated myself, there was like a reason that I got through it. Yeah, so that's pretty much what that meaning behind that is. And my very first tattoo being on my rib cage, definitely my tattoo artist was like, "Are you sure? Because your rib cage is known to be like a pretty painful spot to get a tattoo, and especially your first one," which I'm glad I did, because if I knew how much tattoos would hurt, like obviously I knew it would hurt, but if I had experienced it beforehand anywhere else, I think I'd be too chicken to get it on my ribcage. So I'm glad I just went for it, and you know, the adrenaline of getting your first tattoo definitely got me through. And it actually wasn't too painful. The tattoo artist that I went with was super experienced. He was like 20 years in the tattoo industry, so I'm not sure if maybe that had something to do with it, if he just like I don't know, knew how to like do it well so that it didn't hurt too bad. But yeah, that definitely wasn't, I don't really have any like horror story about first tattoo, other than I thought I was so sneaky getting it on my rib cage, and of course I didn't tell my parents. I just told you, like I had a pretty rocky relationship with them, and I made the really brilliant decision of wearing a tank top before I moved out. And I guess when I like lifted my arm up, the tank top like showed my tattoo a little bit, and all my mom said was, "Did you get a tattoo?" I was like, "Yeah." And she was just so done with me at that point. She was just like, honestly, I don't even remember what she said or what her reaction was. I don't think I've ever even showed my dad my tattoo. Like he knows that I have tattoos, but I don't think I've ever like showed him this one. So never really had to like confront him on that. Okay, so my next tattoo, I think it was this one, and it's kind of like on the side of my arm. I guess you can see it when I like tilt my arm this way too. But I always get questions on what constellation this is, and it's actually half of Orion's belt. So Orion's belt actually normally has like a line here, and connects, and then whatever. And the meaning behind this one is I got it on my 3rd anniversary with my husband, and at the time when we got these tattoos together, he has a different one, but at the time when we got this, we were only dating for 3 years, not married for 3 years. And so looking back on it now, I'm like, you dumb, because at least for me, like you can't tell that this is like a couple's tattoo, but my husband got our anniversary date on his tattoo, like next to it. So I'm like, if we didn't work out, you'd be so screwed. But obviously we're still together, and like we're married and stuff, so it's fine. But the meaning behind this one, when we were in 6th grade, we called each other Commander in Houston, like space astronauts, and that was just like a little nickname for each other. And we don't really call each other that now anymore, like all the time, but it's just kind of like a little inside joke. So we definitely wanted to get something space themed. The reason why I chose Orion's belt is because, well, one, I don't really know a lot about constellations, But two, I know that no matter where you are in the world, you can always look up and see Orion's belt. So I thought that was really special. Like, I'm always the one that's like going on adventures and like dragging him along with my crazy like life plans and stuff. And he's always like the grounded one, the one that keeps us like sane. It's kind of like tattoos for each other, so he's definitely like the one where no matter where I go, I know like he's got me, like he'll be there. And yeah, and then the reason why I designed it like this, I actually designed it myself. I didn't want to just get a tattoo that's just like you can just Google, which is funny because my later tattoos are like that. But anyways, for this specific tattoo, I wanted to do something a little bit more special and like different, I guess. I kind of like the idea of having half of it because, oh, this is so cheesy, but we're kind of like each other's halves, you know? So he's like my half, so it's like I got half, yeah. And then also I just like that it's unique and nobody really knows what it is or like what it means. And yeah, but a funny story, I actually get a lot of questions about this tattoo. I have strangers asking me like, oh, what constellation is that? And I'm like, I guess now it's more common, but like several years ago, I'm like, are you gonna know every constellation in the fucking sky? Like, I don't know. I just think it's weird when strangers ask you like very specific questions about your tattoo. Oh, pain-wise for this one, the girl that did these tattoos, we had like a walk-in. It wasn't like a pre-set appointment. And the girl that did it, it was like her first day at the tattoo shop. Like, I think she moved from a different one, so it's not like her first day ever being a tattoo artist, but it was her first day at the shop, and we were just like, she didn't really know how to do anything. Like, she had to make the stencil like 3 times, and obviously like mine turned out okay, but like if you look at Shoda's, his has like, it's a little wonky on some parts if you look really closely. I'll insert a photo here, but we really wanted to get it on that day because it was like a sentimental tattoo. It was on our anniversary. So yeah, so pain-wise, it actually did kind of hurt a bit, and it was fast, but I mean, this shouldn't hurt as bad as like your rib cage, and for me, like this hurt more, so don't know. Okay, next, I'm pretty sure is my serotonin tattoo on the top of my thigh, and I got this one relating to mental health again. And if you can't tell, like, mental health is such a big part of my life. The meaning of this one, I guess, is just to remind myself that your mental health isn't a choice. It's like, I have depression and anxiety, and I dealt with, you know, some other issues too, growing up. And I was always told, like, I was lazy, or, oh my God, I don't want to get emotional, but like, I was just told that, like, I needed to try harder, that it was basically like me that was a problem. So getting the serotonin molecule just reminds me that it's a very scientific medical thing. And I was shamed a lot for, you know, getting medication and stuff, and I actually like wasn't allowed to take it. But your girl got it anyways, you know how we do. So it's just a reminder to me that there's nothing wrong with me like in here, or like there's nothing wrong with who I am as a person. It's just an imbalance in my brain. So this tattoo just reminds me that, like, just as if you had, you know, any other medical issue, it's not a reflection of who you are as a person. It's just, you know, a health problem that you have to address, and there shouldn't be any like shame or stigma around it. It's just a health issue. So that's that one. And the pain, it wasn't bad at all. It was really fast, and it was another walk-in. I think a lot of my tattoos are very spontaneous. Besides, I think the one on my rib cage, I think all of them were just like random decisions, spontaneous decisions. Okay, next. Sorry you guys, I swear everything has been making me cry lately. I was picking up a package this morning, and I almost started crying when the guy like asked me for ID to like prove that it was me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay. Hormonal. Next, I think, is this tattoo, which is another couple's tattoo actually. And this I got after we had a miscarriage. Fuck, I said I was gonna like not be emotional, and then going into this story, like, okay, it's hard. Okay, sorry. Get it together. So if you're new to my channel, we actually miscarried our first baby at 14 weeks. and that was just like the most devastating experience, obviously. So to commemorate our loss and to you know, like always have a piece of our first baby with us, Shona and I got matching tattoos, and I like the style that I went with. It was just like an outline, very simple. I don't know if one day I want to add to it, make it a little more complex or something. I like that we got the same tattoo but in different styles, because I don't know, I just think that couples tattoos in itself is pretty corny, even though I have two. But I think it's a little more unique when it's not the exact same image. And yeah, and pain wise, it wasn't bad at all. This one literally took like 5 minutes. The guy was so fast. Actually, maybe 3. He was so fast. But of course, these damn shop minimums, it was still like $80 for like a 3-minute tattoo. But anyways, I don't regret it at all. I love it, and I just love it having it with me. But the only thing I will say is having just such a like stark image. This is horrible, but sometimes like if I see it out of the corner of my eye, I'll forget that it's there, and then I think I have like a bug on my arm or something, which, sorry. Yeah. So then after that, I think I did my stick and poke tattoo, which is on my hip. I actually have a video on it on my channel if you want to know how I did it, but there's not really any meaning for this one other than I just thought it was pretty. And yeah, the pain wasn't bad at all. I think it actually hurt less doing it on myself than having someone else do it. And then of course having just like one needle poking me was not as bad as having like the freaking, whatever it's called, tattoo gun like dragging across my skin. So if you want to compare stick and poke versus like a professional tattoo, I definitely think that stick and poke is not as painful. Yeah. Okay guys, I think that is it. That is every single one of my tattoos so far. I have plans to get more, of course. It's like kind of addicting. I don't know, I feel like with every tattoo I get, I care like less and less about the next one. I don't know, at this point it's just like chill to get a tattoo, I guess. Like, of course your first tattoo is always gonna be a big deal, and then after that it just kind of gets like, I feel like getting a tattoo today, and that's kind of where I'm at. But once I have this baby, then we can get back to inking. All right guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel to see more videos. We'll be posting, we as in me, I'll be posting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And yeah, I think that's it. If you have any other video requests, please don't forget to leave them down in the comment box below. And until I see you guys next time, bye guys. Mwah.